Hey, everybody. Wow, this is amazing. Well, tonight I'm actually going to talk about everything that's happened in my life to this point that has led me to do what I do, artistically speaking anyway. Because I definitely didn't know I wanted to create art when I was little. I was really more into music in school and spent many years doing that. The one painting class I took when I was probably 12 resulted in my favorite giraffe painting that I own for sure, but pretty much let me know that I was not going to be a painter. Yeah. So when I'd had enough of music, I decided to go into sculpture instead because I was in art school. I tried dance and theater and public speaking and all those things. Not so good. So sculpture was where it was at, and it was kind of random, but it turned out to be the thing that I've done ever since. And so this is interesting because at the moment, Lisa Shimko and I are working on a show called Holzwege, which is loosely translated into the wooded path that leads nowhere, or more specifically, the not inconsequential path to nowhere in life. So this presentation is about all of my little bends in the path that have led me to where I am. And yeah, the show opens next week. If you guys want to come see it, it's going to be awesome. So it started out growing up in Ireland with my mom's side of the family. I spent my summers gallivanting through cow fields and construction sites, and there's nothing like the freedom of Ireland. Like, you know everybody knows you. So we were just allowed to run free. We're always using our hands and being imaginative and creative, and that really inspired a love in me for nature and all things like that. In fact, one year we even went digging in my grandmother's backyard and came up with all these like animal bones and old coins, and we made a natural history museum that we actually charged all the adults admission like for the whole summer. It was so cool. We thought we were amazing. So this definitely has something to do with how I got into the sciences and anthropology in school, which I don't really do anything professionally with now, except that I feel like what I do with my art, in a sense, is kind of excavating the ancient remnants of Charleston and what we discard and what we throw away. And I take those things and I suppose I make them into my own stories. Yeah, there's me excavating. That was a really fun day. So yeah, I take these things that people have thrown away and I try to recreate something with them that means something. And those things, of course, mean something very special to me, but I feel like, or I hope at least when people look at my work, it means something to them as well. This is an example. Oh, that's really dark. There's a really cool bird skull down there. I've had for a really long time. I think that might have been from my grandmother's backyard, actually. All these little objects that I love. I love when they come together and make something really amazing. But more so, I want to talk about my love of all things small, like the tinier the better, which might have something to do with me being half Japanese. But honestly, even before I got my first dollhouse, I was just so into putting little tiny things in little tiny spaces and fitting them and puzzling them. Oh, there's me with my dollhouse. I love that thing. And I would spend hours just making these little scenes, and I don't know, I kind of love doing that still. Sometimes it's a little more abstract, but really it's more about the object and how it comes together. And like, there's nothing quite as amazing to me than when I find two things that have nothing to do with each other, and I found them years apart, but they just fit perfectly, and it makes sense, and everything makes sense, and it's just so wonderful. Sometimes it's representational. That's kind of a kitchen. I don't know if you guys can see that. And sometimes it's a lot more abstract and more like contraption-based. Like, I like gears and things that move. Yeah, so this is more contraption-based, and this was actually an old sewing machine that I deconstructed, which was really, really difficult. Like, old machines don't come apart easily at all, but it was great. Oh, and this was my first room. This was when I got back into my dollhouse stage. And I know this looks really simple. It's like 5 by 7, but it has 4 viewing sides, a whole basement level, and a skylight as well. The poor guy who commissioned it thought he was never going to get his work. Like, it took me months because I was so into the process. It was really, really fun. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say basically is that everything that happens in life happens for a reason. Like the things I've done, the people I've met. Moving here was also really random, but look at this amazing community of creative people that I've had the joy to meet and be inspired by. It's really special. I don't know if everyone knows how special it is, but this is a cool place to be. It's a cool place to be an artist. And yeah, I want to always have fun. I want to go down my path and just accept everything that comes my way and love it and enjoy it, because you never really know. Oh, because yeah, okay, so you know how I used to play the piano when I was a kid? So a few weeks ago, I was lucky enough to have some friends let me completely take apart this entire piano. Well, they did the hard stuff. I just got to like get in there afterwards. So here's some footage of me struggling with this, I don't know, 10-ton piece of metal. Come to the show, 23rd. It's going to be amazing. And you guys are also amazing, and I'm so lucky to be here. And thank you so much. And thank you, Pecha Kucha. You guys are wonderful.